Hello, this is Ethan Scott. The purpose of this video is to explain the design choices that I made when producing this infographic about power production sources in the United States. The first choice was the size of the document. I decided to use 10 inches wide by 40 inches tall, as this would give me a width to height ratio of 1:4. This is the most commonly used ratio when designing infographics and really suited the data well. The next choice I had to make was the color scheme. I decided to use a light blue for the background and a red for the text. These are contrasting colors and do a good job of making the information stick out to the reader. Later, I decided to change some of the red text to white, since it also does a good job of standing out from the blue background, but also adds variety to the infographic without being overpowering. Lastly, I had to make a decision of what type of organizational pattern I wanted to use. I decided to break up the infographic into 3 main rows, which are denoted by these white lines. This really helps guide the reader through the document. Next, I broke up the bottom 2 rows into 2 columns apiece to accommodate the rest of the data. I decided to have my focal point be in the top middle of the graph. I chose clip art for the graphic since it's easy to make connections to the different sources of power generation and doesn't distract the reader from the information as much as a real picture might. Below the main graphic, the subpoints follow a top to bottom, left to right pattern. You can see right here how non-renewables is to the left and above nuclear power subtopic. This organizational pattern does a good job of guiding the reader through the infographic. If you have any questions about my design choices, please feel free to leave them in the comments.